Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do an update video for the Bitcoin and also for the setups that I gave you yesterday in my first video in YouTube. So now let's dive in with our Bitcoin chart. Let me change that to 1 hour. So yesterday we talked about this triangle that is forming in the 1 hour chart. So right now it seems like it's following this bearish scenario. Okay, it seems like keep on hitting this diagonal support. Okay, but let us infer in different time frames. So here is, let me go to 15 minutes. Okay, in the 15 minutes chart, we see this another resistance level here. So we have 1, 2 touches right here. So right now, Bitcoin is retesting this 34,000 level. Okay, so if that holds, if this level holds, this can follow this uh, path, this green path right here. So it can push to the resistance line and break out, retest, and go to around 35,000. Okay, 35,000. It's a great resistance because of this week right here. Or another scenario that we can anticipate is this red arrows. So this can keep consolidating. It can hit this. It can hit this. Okay, it can hit this. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, it can hit this diagonal resistance, then goes back to this support, and then keep on hitting the support. When that happens, it's more likely that it will break down. Okay, so that's the scenario for the red arrow. And another one is scenario for this somehow lighter green is just keep on consolidating until it break out. So that's our Bitcoin update for now. But I think until we don't break this diagonal support in this 1 hour chart, this green support right here, this one, until we don't break that, we're still good. Okay, but if we break this support level in that, we are definitely going to around 32,000. Okay, so until we have this support, we're still good. And now let me go back to the setups and update you with the setups that I've discussed to you yesterday in my video. So let's have first the atom. So this held tight, even though last night Bitcoin was a bit shaky, a bit with somehow small downtrends for the Bitcoin, but in small red candles in Bitcoin, but in other coins, it is a large body candles. But this atom held well. Okay, so this setup is still valid. So I told you to buy around this purple line, and we are still somehow right there. And your stop loss would be the red line, which is 12.42, which is not yet we are not yet stopped out by this setup. Okay, so here it's still valid. You can still enter this one. It still looks good. Okay, so just okay until we don't see candles closing below this red line, it's still valid. Okay, next we have GRT setup. Okay, here. So I told you about this scenario, right? I told you that this cup can already play out, that can give us like a parabolic move to the upside. But I also talked to you about the scenario that it can form another shoulder here, another shoulder before it can move to the upside. So I think we are making another shoulder first before we can achieve these targets. Okay, so right here the stop loss is actually still holding the prices. Okay, the stop loss is still holding the prices. We can't see candles that are closing under the stop loss. So it's still good. But if this keeps on dropping, this purple line is somehow a great support. Okay, so if your stop out or if you will exit the trade because of the stop loss, you can re-enter in this purple line right here. Okay, that is resistance, very resistance in this accumulation right here, and that can turn into support. So if you are if you were stop out because of this stop loss, you can re-enter the trade at this purple line. Okay, and let me give you a stop loss if you enter that one. Okay, so if you enter this purple line right here, your stop loss should be somehow right here. If a candle closes below that, you might want to exit the trade, as it can form another it can form a double bottom, which is somehow very far here. If it forms a double bottom, it will be somehow like here. Okay, so if this purple line doesn't play out, go out after this red candle, a red line, and just re-enter in this yellow line. Okay, so that's how you play with the support and resistance levels. Next is the AAVE setup. Okay, so let me just give you the chart that I gave you yesterday. So I introduced you to this huge cup right here, and some of the members, the ones that trails their stop loss or the ones that panic sold and want to re-enter the setup, you can re-enter the setup by this 3 entry points. Okay, right now I told my group members that they should enter if this falling wedge right here breaks out. Okay, so right now it's breaking out and somehow retesting. So retest is always the best entry for falling wedges, some like patterns like that. So another entry point, if that doesn't play out, is this 1 hour 50 MA, this green line around 303. Or another entry line is this purple line, which is basically our last entry line in the first video. That's a good support level. So yesterday, if you entered just what I told you to do in this purple line, you could have the first target. Okay, so we have 13% profits yesterday with the setup. Okay, so I'll share to you how you should trail your stop loss. Somehow, if it reaches already first target, you can now take profit in that. Okay, because 60% or 70% of the time after reaching targets, because the targets that they gave you is actually Fibonacci levels, resistance levels, yes, retracements. So 60 or 70% of the time that will consolidate. So I told you to always take profits every time that it reaches a target and just re-enter that setup if it still looks bullish to your eyes. Okay, so yesterday we had 12% profits with this AAVE setup. Okay, 13% or something. So that's still a good profits in a daily setup. Okay, so now I don't think that AAV is finished with the targets. There are still a lot of targets ahead, and you might want to enter this one. Okay, enter the retest of this breakout. Right now it's breaking out, or enter this 1 hour 50 MA or this support level. Okay, so another one, if it somehow I'm just filming this right now and I'll be uploading this, it will take time also. So if it already reaches this first target, you can enter this one after it consolidated in that area. Okay, so the targets can also be a support levels if it hit the target. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking to you. So if it hit first target, it will consolidate. Okay, so if that already consolidated, you can enter the market in there. Okay, you can enter in this second build, somehow it's like a build up, or a build up for me. So after that consolidated and that still looks good, you can enter in that. So your entry point would be somehow the breakout of this build up right here. Your exit would be this blue line, okay, just a little bit lower, this yellow line now. Your exit or stop loss will be that one, and just continue to the upside. So that's how you play it when you are somehow the setups are already moving and the entry point was already so far from what I have given to you. Okay, now let's talk about Storj. Okay, I also told you about this one yesterday. This is still bullish. This is still a valid setup as long as it doesn't break this orange resistance that is now turning a support. Okay, as long as the prices respect this orange resistance right here, it is still a valid setup. So here I can see, let me go to 15 minutes. It's more, yes, it's more clear. So right now we are seeing the somehow falling wedge 2 or a bull flag formation 2. So you can enter the breakout of the bull flag. Okay, so right now it's breaking out, but in 1 hour it still doesn't look like a breakout. Okay, so it might be a false breakout. You can re-enter. Basically, the buyers are stuck in this orange line. That will be a good buying pressure level. Okay, so but if that doesn't hold, that this 50 MA in 1 hour right here will catch up the price. Okay, so when the price goes to this 50 MA, it's very possible that it bounce back. So that's also a good entry point. And if the market, or if you already entered, and if the market doesn't moves in favor with you because of the Bitcoin or any other factors, your stop loss would be around this red area. Okay, so this is like around 89%, 89 cents, I'm sorry. And okay, so I think I'll give you, I forgot to give you time to screenshot. Okay, let me just, okay, I think you can screenshot this photo right here. Okay, I'll give you 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then go back to AAVE here. Okay, take a picture. 1, 2, 3, and GRT. I forgot. Sorry. So right here, your possible entry points are this purple lines, or these lines right here, and Atom. Okay, so basically this is still a valid setup. None of I did not change anything from yesterday's setup. And okay, so we tackled about Atom, the GRT setup, and also the AAVE. Okay, thank you. Okay, storage. Okay. So another setup that I can share to you is KSM. I think that's Kusama. So right here, it's a very rounded bottom. It's a good, it can give us a parabolic move to the upside. So I told my group to enter in this purple line. So when I signed up group, it was already here, this green candle right here. That's one lesson that I always told my group members, to not go into FOMO. Okay, fear of missing out. Not because the market is just printing green long candles, you don't want to chase that candles. Okay, because I am very sure that when you already enter the market will reverse. Okay, and you don't have a structured plan, which is not profitable, or it will just let you get lost in the process of that trade. So before you enter a market, always plan your entry point and your exit point. Okay, you need to always have a plan when you are trading. So I told them to enter in this purple line because I told them that this will consolidate. So right now it's happening. So we will expect some consolidation first so the indicators can reset. I think that the RSI in here, it's already overbought and the stock is already in the top and MACD too. So I told them that this will consolidate first, so don't go into FOMOing and wait for a better entry price, okay? Next setup that I can share to you is Luna. This is already so pumped out because of this head and shoulders formation, okay? You can see this shoulder, shoulder, and head. So right now, I told them that buy around this purple area. Okay, that's a great support right there. So we have this touch right here. That's a resistance turned into support. So when I send them the charts, it's already right here. And I told them, no, you cannot FOMO in the chart. You need to wait for the retest. You need to wait for the retest. You need to wait for the reset of the indicators, something like that. So if this white and purple lines doesn't hold, exit the trade around this red line. And lastly, we have sand setup. Okay, I send this to the group and told them to buy around this purple line, and next exit point is around this red line. Okay, so when I send them to them, it is right around here. Okay, so when a candle closes above the purple line, that can be your entry point. So I'll give you time to screenshot it. Yes, I'll go back to the KSM. Okay, 1, 2, 3, capture. Okay, let me go back to Luna so you can take a photo too. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what do I miss? And KSM2 here. Okay, so I think we are done for today's video. I hope you learned something from me, and I hope yesterday you got some profits with the AAV setup. And that's all for now. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.